You ever watch a fire crew knock down a blaze? It's impressive, right? These brave men and women risk their lives to protect us. But here's the thing, the danger doesn't always end when the flames die down. That's right, even after the fire is out, there's a hidden threat lurking. Invisible gases that can be deadly. We're talking about toxic fumes like carbon monoxide, hydrogen cyanide, and volatile organic compounds. You can't see them, you can't always smell them, but they can really mess you up, even kill you. That's why firefighters and anyone near a fire scene need to be extra careful, even after the fire's out. Just like you wouldn't walk into a burning building without gear, you shouldn't hang around a post-fire scene without protection. That's where multi-gas detectors come in. They're like smoke detectors, but instead of smoke, they sniff out these dangerous gases. So the next time you see those flashing lights and smell that burnt smell, remember, the danger isn't always over when the fire's out. Stay back, stay safe, and let the pros with the right gear handle the rest. Let's talk about these dangerous gases. First up, we got carbon monoxide, or CO. It's called the silent killer because it's odorless and colourless. CO messes with your blood's ability to carry oxygen. Too much of it, and you're in big trouble. Next, there's hydrogen cyanide, or HCN. This nasty gas is released from burning plastics and other materials. HCN is even more dangerous than CO. It interferes with your body's ability to use oxygen at a cellular level. That means it can quickly lead to serious health problems, or even death. Then we have volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. This is a big group of chemicals released from burning paint, carpets, and other common household items. VOCs can also be a sign of the use of accelerants, such as petrol, in cases of arson. VOCs can irritate your eyes, nose, and throat. Some VOCs can cause long-term health problems like cancer. The bottom line is this: fire scenes are full of invisible threats. You can't rely on your senses to detect these gases. That's why having the right equipment is crucial. So how do you protect yourself from these invisible dangers? Enter the multi-gas detector, a firefighter's best friend. These devices are like portable labs that can sniff out multiple dangerous gases at once. They're designed to be rugged and reliable because, let's face it, fire scenes are no place for delicate equipment. Inside these detectors, you'll find sensors that detect specific gases. When a sensor detects a gas, it triggers an alarm. Loud beeping, flashing lights, the whole 9 yards. Think of it like a smoke detector, but instead of just smoke, it's looking for several different invisible threats. These detectors are critical for firefighters, first responders, and anyone working in hazardous environments. They provide an early warning system, giving you time to escape to safety or put on breathing apparatus if dangerous gas levels are present. Multi-gas detectors are like an extra set of sensors for firefighters. They use them in all sorts of ways. During a fire, they use them to monitor air quality and make sure it's safe to breathe. This helps them avoid getting overcome by smoke and toxic fumes. After a fire is extinguished, they are crucial during overhaul operations. Overhaul is when firefighters search for hidden fires and remove debris. It's a dangerous job, and multi-gas detectors help keep them safe by alerting them to any lingering pockets of poisonous gases. Arson investigators rely on these detectors too. They use them to identify the presence of accelerants, like gasoline or kerosene, which can indicate arson. By analysing the types and concentrations of gases present, investigators can piece together clues about how the fire started. Think of it like detective work, but instead of fingerprints, they're looking for gas signatures. It's just another tool in their belt to help keep people safe and solve crimes. Section 5, the science of fire. Where do these gases come from? Fires are basically chemical reactions. They need 3 things: heat, fuel, and oxygen. When these 3 things come together in the right combination, you get combustion, which produces heat, light, and, unfortunately, a bunch of nasty byproducts in the form of gases. The type of gases produced depends on what's burning. Natural materials like wood release carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Synthetic materials like plastics and foams can release all sorts of nasty stuff, including hydrogen cyanide and volatile organic compounds. Here's the thing: modern homes are full of synthetic materials. Furniture, electronics, building materials, you name it. That means the smoke from a modern house fire is often more toxic than the smoke from a fire in, say, a log cabin. It's just the nature of the beast. That's why it's more important than ever for firefighters and anyone near a fire scene to have the right protection. Multi-gas detectors help them understand what they're dealing with and stay safe. Section 6. Staying alert. Fixed versus portable gas detectors. When it comes to gas detectors, you've got options, fixed and portable. Fixed detectors are permanently installed in buildings and are always on the lookout for gas leaks. Think of them like the smoke detectors in your house. They're great for overall safety and peace of mind. Portable detectors, on the other hand, are like the Swiss Army knives of gas detection. Firefighters carry them everywhere they go. They're small enough to clip onto their gear, but powerful enough to detect multiple gases simultaneously. Both types of detectors have their place. Fixed detectors provide continuous monitoring, while portable detectors offer flexibility and on-the-go protection. It's like having suspenders and a belt. 2 layers of protection are always better than one. Section 7. Keeping your nose sharp, calibration and maintenance. Gas detectors are essential pieces of safety equipment, but like any tool, they need to be properly maintained to work their best. That means regular calibration and bump tests. Calibration is like tuning a musical instrument. It ensures the detector is reading gas concentrations accurately. You need special gases and equipment to do this, so it's usually done by a qualified technician. Bump tests are quick checks to make sure the sensors are working. You expose the detector to a small amount of gas and it should alarm. Think of it like a fire drill for your gas detector. Regular calibration and bump tests are crucial for ensuring your detector is ready to go when you need it most. Don't skip these steps. Your life could depend on it. Section 8, every breath counts. The importance of multi-gas detection. We've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about the invisible dangers of fires, the importance of multi-gas detectors, and how they're used to keep people safe. But the main takeaway is this: every breath counts. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to forget about the invisible dangers. But the truth is, toxic gases can be just as deadly as flames. That's why multi-gas detectors are so important. They give firefighters, first responders, and anyone working in hazardous environments the information they need to make smart decisions and stay safe. So, the next time you see a firefighter with a gas detector, remember what it represents: a commitment to safety, a respect for the unseen dangers, and a dedication to protecting lives, one breath at a time. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where you need to enter a potentially hazardous environment, make sure you have the right equipment and training. Your life could depend on it.